Okay guys, just have a look at this legendary masterpiece. Will you believe me if I told you this sleek aluminum machine is from 2015 and is still rocking and kicking strong in 2025? With the Apple glowing logo that today MacBooks no longer have, a legendary keyboard, the battery life that still holds up, this might just be the most usable 10-year-old laptop out there. So today we are diving deep into the iconic MacBook Air model A1466 Core i5 version, 4GB RAM, 128GB SSD, to see if it's still worth using in 2025. So let's get into it. But before we go too far guys, if you love honest tech reviews, especially classics, hit that subscribe button, tap the like and ring the bell icon so you never miss a drop. First and foremost, let's have a look at the design. This MacBook Air is built like a tank, crafted from aluminum with that iconic silver finish. It's slim, sleek, and so light, you almost forget it in your backpack. And can we take a moment to appreciate the glowing Apple logo? A nostalgic feature. Apple suddenly ditched it in modern MacBooks, and it's more than just light. It's a vibe. Just have a look at that glow. Ports wise, you get two USB-A ports, a headphone jack, and an SSD card slot. But here's the downside. There's no standard HDMI port, so you'll need an adapter for external displays. So on the left hand side we have a Thunderbolt 2 port, which also acts as an external display port, a USB 3.0 port, and remember the USB 3.0 port over here is 10 times faster than the USB 2.0, and Apple used the same port for USB 2.0 and USB 3.0 to simplify things. While the standard in the PC world is separate ports for each protocol. Then we have an SD card reader slot right over here for the full size SD card. Then on the right hand side we have the MagSafe charging port, another USB 3.0 port, headphone port, and two microphones for improved sound pickup. These two holes you can see over here. But let's talk about the MagSafe. This magnetic charging port was pure genius. Safe, simple, and satisfying. If something trips over your charger, it just pops off. No flying laptops. Guys, smash that like button if you've ever missed the MagSafe charger. Onto the display, we have a 13.3 inches display. It is not Retina, but still very usable. It handles text, media consumption, like watching high quality movies, music videos, and office tasks just fine. The thick aluminum bezels, yeah, it's very thick, you can see. Yeah, they date the laptop, but they add to it that rugged durability, so the screen can survive a lot more than you'd expect. Actually, it's very rare to come across this MacBook model with a broken screen. And on top of the screen, here we have a 720p FaceTime HD webcam for conference calls and Zoom meetings, which I feel is just good enough. Have a look at this keyboard. This keyboard is one of the best Apple's ever made. Yeah, it's tactile, responsive, and backlight distribution is just so even. Yeah, if you toggle the brightness levels, it's still very, very satisfying, and no matter the environment you're using it. And it just feels right, unlike the later butterfly keyboards that had issues, those from 2016, yeah, 2017, 2018. Those butterfly keyboards really brought so many issues in the market for Apple. And the trackpad. This trackpad is very smooth, spacious, and accurate. The multi-touch gestures work like a charm even in 2025, though it does not have the haptic feedback as its latest counterparts. Therefore, you can only click at the lower edges, yeah, and not anywhere in its surface. But one good thing is that it still supports multi-gestures like 3 finger scrolls. As for the performance, let's be real, this MacBook Air is not built for gaming, editing 4K videos, 2K videos, 1080p videos, blah blah blah. but for everyday tasks, it's a dream. Yeah, emailing, writing reports, working in Excel, attending Zoom meetings, watching YouTube, Netflix, listening to music, podcast, no problem at all. Yeah. One important heads up though, this unit has 4GB of RAM and it's soldered to the motherboard. No upgrades there. So if you find one with 8GB of RAM, grab it. You can upgrade the SSDs, yeah, and it supports up to 1TB for the SSDs. And just to clarify something here, this MacBook Air 2015 is currently running the OS Yosemite version. Yeah, you can see it's version 10.5. And now, one interesting fact about this MacBook is that you can be able to upgrade that OS from here. You can see the Yosemite version. You can be able to upgrade it to the El Capitan version, Sierra version, High Sierra, Mojave, Catalina, Big Sur, and finally up to Monterey. This is the highest it can go, up to Monterey. And remember, with maybe Monterey, there may be some softwares you won't be able to install. Therefore, maybe you'll need to install like Sonoma, Sequoia, even Ventura. Yeah, so that is still possible now, but you'll have to do it the backdoor way. Yeah, so that is through the Open Core Legacy Patcher. Now with this, you can be able to install any OS in any MacBook, even the oldest one. So you can use the Legacy Patcher to install macOS, Sequoia, Sonoma, but this is a bit technical. Yeah, so this particular MacBook is still very usable with all those macOS. And let us know in the comment section if you've installed any of these in your MacBook and how is it performing so far. Is there any overheating? Is there any throttling with the machine, delays, and the rest? Let us know in the comment section. Apart from that, remember, officially you can only upgrade up to macOS Monterey, and that's still good enough for our day-to-day tasks. As for the sound and speakers, the audio quality, yeah, despite its slim body, the speaker quality is surprisingly good. It's not bass heavy, but it's clean, loud and clear. Yeah, great for music, once again, Zoom calls and casual media consumption. Battery life, it's still very impressive. You can get up to around 6 to 8 hours with the light usage, even in 2025, and that's better than many newer Windows laptops. Can attest to that. So Apple nailed the efficiency with this one. So what are my final thoughts on this particular MacBook Air 2015? Yeah, is it still good in 2025? Absolutely. It's not for content creators or hardcore gamers, but if you're a student, remote worker, or someone who just need a lightweight, reliable machine for basic tasks, this laptop still shines. Yeah. What do you think, or will you rock this MacBook Air 2020? What do you think? Will you rock this MacBook Air in 2025? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, this machine proves that you don't need the latest or the greatest to get things done. Sometimes a decade-old classic is all that you need. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is thinking of buying a used MacBook. I've got more tech throwbacks, modern reviews coming on your way, so hit that bell icon and stay tuned.